I don't know how to fucking intro this shit.
What do
We
you
don't
mean?
have like a we don't have like a cool fucking like jingle yet, you know?
We don't fucking need a jingle.
We need a cool jingle.
No, we don't.
Hello and welcome to Two Bitches, One Brain Cell. This is Amara Somatra, and I am here with my co-host Sterling Deadlocke.
Hello.
And today we're gonna explain to you who we are, why we're here, and why the fuck you should be listening.
Kind of aggressive.
Well, listen, people need to know that they need to know.
But what do they need to know?
They need to know that we're here. That's what matters. Thank you.
Thank you. That's all. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Yep, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Don't worry about it. End of show. This is going to be perfect for the Weasel budget.
Yes.
Sean Forrester, hand that paycheck over.
Funneling all of our budget into our offshore accounts.
Hello, Switzerland. Just kidding. I don't like snow. So.
I'll go to Switzerland.
All right.
There's gold
So,
there.
obviously, if you couldn't tell, we are two bitches and we share a brain cell.
More so argue over the brain cell.
We fight for custody when neither of us really want custody. But it's okay. Because it's all about appearances and we're pretty cute. So you can't see it, but I promise we are. I just did. Thank you.
Okay.
So what we are, aside from two bitches with a brain cell, we are here to cover local events, stories, as well as just talk about life from the point of view of two dumb bitches in Los Santos. What we witness, what we see, what we've dealt with, where we plan on bringing on a few special guest hosts throughout our time on air here.
You're stuck with us until we get canceled.
Pretty much. And to be honest, it could be after this episode. But we'll see. Wish us luck. Cross your fingers.
Speaking of crossing things, let's talk about Thanksgiving.
Okay. What is... okay, go ahead.
What is crossed, you were going to ask?
Yeah.
Trust between the Native Americans and the colonizers.
Damn.
Thanksgiving is a holiday built on broken trust. But it's okay because there's cider and things now.
Don't forget the pumpkin pie.
I don't fuck with pie.
Oh, okay. That hurts my feelings a little bit. All right, mark that down.
Get fucked.
Oh, Thanksgiving. Kind of crazy. I didn't think Thanksgiving was this close, and then I realized that it's the end of this week.
Yeah, November's gone by pretty fucking fast.
Yeah. It's honestly, it's a little scary.
I hope December goes by slower.
Also, but like no, because I don't want snow, and December means more snow.
Well, get bent because December is my favorite month. And yes, I am biased because it's my birthday month.
I was gonna say it's only because it's your birthday month.
Christmas.
That's gross.
I like Christmas.
Listen, it's not about Christmas. What it's really about is Thanksgiving. Although nobody will admit it's their favorite holiday. Okay, actually, it's probably not their favorite holiday.
It's like the buffer period.
But you can't be mad at Thanksgiving if you have a place to go for Thanksgiving because it's food.
I mean, yeah, it's food, but it is still just the buffer period of holidays. It's kind of like Easter.
Okay, but Easter's got food too.
Easter's just It's just Thanksgiving in April. I'm gonna keep it real with you. It's just you get to have candy as well.
That's true. You get candy more so than baked goods, and you get the baked goods at Thanksgiving. And
Exactly, because it's the end of the harvest.
oh,
Easter is just a very bastardized version of a zombie apocalypse. Because it was the day Jesus rose.
I don't think that's how they word it. But okay, that's a movie I'd pay to see.
Jesus Christ, zombie.
I mean, if they made Abraham Lincoln fight vampires,
Forgot that was a thing until just now.
that was a thing. It's actually not that bad.
It's best we leave it in the dust.
I suppose, unless you're a fan of Abraham Lincoln or vampires.
Didn't he like chop a tree in half or something in that movie?
I think so.
Like aggressively?
Yeah. Chopping trees is a very manly thing, apparently.
That or just 1800s teenage angst.
True.
Kind of like how the 1900s teenage angst was getting drafted.
Ooh. Damn.
I'm a little unhinged tonight.
A little too real. A little too real.
I'm getting too... it has occurred to me that I've been too silly.
Okay. Well, I think that right there kind of shows kind of how the show's going to go for us. Little tangents of bullshit. But you know what? That's what we're here for. We're here to give you bullshit so you can hide from yours.
Not only do we have one brain cell, we also both have ADHD. Speaking of ADHD...
Yeah?
What are your experiences with Thanksgiving?
Great. That was a great segue. I love that.
Thank you.
Honestly, Thanksgiving was always pretty big in my family.
Can't relate.
My dad always hosted. He had 2 of them on the same day. One was at noon and one was at 5. Because we have a lot of family members. So some would only show up to one, some would show up to both. But the moment you sat down to eat, it was alcohol everywhere. We started getting a turn at noon, didn't stop till we went to bed at midnight, 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
That actually kind of that reminds me of a game we used to play during Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've come to call it Hide from Dad. He's on another bender.
Oh, okay.
And, I don't think me or my mother ever won that game.
Do
your family have anything similar?
I mean, we didn't play that game specifically. I know we did a lot of card games. My family was big with card games. Have you ever played Sequence?
No.
Yeah, we did Sequence. We did poker.
Oh, yeah. Not Thanksgiving related, but Dad would sneak me into the casino.
Okay, so you know how to play poker then?
Mostly blackjack.
Oh, see, I'm pretty decent at blackjack too. See, we do that too. We played blackjack more with drinks though.
The gambling problem started young.
You know, you have to start them young, right? Because then that way they can get good by the time they're old enough to actually go do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, no, sorry, I was spacing out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so a lot of card games.
Any sort of traditions?
Yeah, so actually, Thanksgiving traditions. So it's kind of an odd one. Well, I guess it's not that odd. My family, since we held 2 Thanksgivings on the day of Thanksgiving, my dad would always make his homemade pizza the day before. So Thanksgiving Eve, if you will. And he would pre-make these pizzas. He'd have them ready to go, and these were like big, thick ass homemade pizzas. Like like one slice was enough to fill you. And he'd make like 2 or 3 of those pizzas early in the day and then pop them in the oven, and we would eat that from like 4 p.m. Thanksgiving Eve, and that would last us all the way up till we ate at Thanksgiving at noon the following day. So just to have one meal for the entire day, just like Thanksgiving, but it's basically our pizza version of Thanksgiving. Because he'd make a whole bunch of different kinds too. So
did you guys like have another tradition where it's just clogged arteries?
No, but to be honest, we've had to cut back on some of the ingredients because we don't have too many bathrooms in the house.
Oh God.
So, fortunately, no one's that lactose intolerant, but some days.
Yeah, I come from a partially Italian family, so.
So then you understand. What about you? Any other weird family traditions?
Not really a tradition, but I got a nickname one year from my dad on Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, what was that?
Ashtray.
Oh.
Yeah, I was trying to steal a pack of cigarettes so I could turn it for a couple bucks on the street. Instead, he found out and chain smoked them in front of me and put them all out on my arm.
Oh, honey, I don't think that's a good nickname to. Your dad sounds like a person. Sure.
He was one of the most people of all time. He's not dead. I just like to think that he is.
I can't say that. I blame you there.
Speaking of dads, I'd like to shout out my 3 adoptive fathers.
Okay.
Richard, BJ, and James. Thanks for not putting cigarettes out on me.
And don't go getting any ideas now either, motherfuckers.
Yeah, especially after breaking one of my ribs. Cough, cough. You know who you are.
Sheesh, it's ice cold over here.
I'm very bitter this holiday.
Aren't we all? I mean, it's a holiday, that's for sure.
It's one of the most holidays.
It is for sure. Speaking of other holiday traditions, though, did we have any special ones that came out that wanted to inform us of their holiday traditions?
Yeah, we got a few submissions. We were pretty late on asking for submissions, but to be fair, we came up with the idea like 3 days ago.
Yeah, so we apologize for any unprofessionalism, as we are baby podcast. We are learning.
Our first submission comes from one Miss Venus Way. Her weirdest Thanksgiving tradition is, and I quote, "My weirdest family Thanksgiving tradition is called the turkey toss. We get a small frozen turkey, usually around 5 pounds. That's pretty hefty.
Right.
It stays within the packaging, obviously, but we all get into groups. Usually it's females versus males. Even my grandparents get involved. That's sweet.
Okay.
They all stand in the same spot and basically shout, 'Put a frozen turkey?' What? And basically, oh, wait, what? Oh, shot put. That's the word. Sorry, I'm also dyslexic. They basically shot put the frozen turkey, and then they mark it with a stick on the ground and see who can throw it the furthest. Watching some of the older adults toss the turkey is really funny. My grandma will throw it underhand between her legs. She's a good sport. The person who gets the most furthest wins $200, and we have a family what the hell? Is that what a functioning family's like?
Honestly, I mean, yeah, that's what it sounds like.
You get $200 in a trophy?
Is it everyone gets a new trophy every year, or is it like a shared trophy?
It's a shared trophy, so you're supposed to bring it back next year.
Gotcha. I wonder if they've ever had any bitter ass people that didn't want to give up the trophy.
Good question, honestly.
Venus, if you'd like to follow us up on that, I'd be very interested to know. I am a petty bitch and would not want to give up a trophy I've won, so please let me know.
And she says, as much as it sounds weird, we love it because it's something to look forward to each year. That's wholesome.
Here's to hoping Grandma don't throw out her back this year.
I've thrown out my back
Those-
before.
Those underhanded tosses can sneak up on you.
It can. Or just even throwing a fake punch can. That's how I threw out my back.
Yep. Yep.
And they don't tell you how painful that is.
No, they really don't.
They don't tell you how much you're going to suffer for 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I still won't go to a chiropractor, though. Anonymous said just not applicable.
Oh, well, that's probably my favorite Thanksgiving tradition as well.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Interesting.
I resonate with that one.
Oh, this one comes from Victoria Wolf, you know, the Thanos gauntlet of jobs, and
Mhm,
fellow Weasel
mhm.
reporter.
Yes.
For her weirdest Thanksgiving tradition, she says, flirting with my dad.
Oh. Just dad, not daddy, just
Just dad, D-A-D.
huh.
Victoria, do you want to come on the show and elaborate one of these days?
Yeah, I feel like we should have a talk.
Maybe not even on the show. Maybe we bring this to Mary.
We'll be in contact shortly.
Flirting with your... What the fuck? Sweet home.
Yeah, anyway, so
Let's transition to you want to hear a funny story?
yeah, absolutely. Funny story. Let's go.
You see, this one I like to think is actually funny.
Okay.
So
I'll tell you if you're wrong, don't worry.
please do. I'm unpacking a lot of trauma tonight, apparently.
What else are the holidays for?
Food. But the last year I was still living in Liberty City, I had 2 roommates. Tony Mozzarella, yes, that was his last name legally. We don't know why his parents hated him. And my other roommate, Jack Kriglum, or Kriggy as we call him. I was cooking them Thanksgiving dinner, something I hadn't done in years. And I went out to go buy some cider, and Tony decided he would take over the turkey cooking for me. I was gone for 15 minutes, and when I came back, the oven was on fire, and he had 2nd-degree burns.
What the? How? What happened?
He dropped a thermometer in there, and then it melted, and then he tried grabbing it, but forgot to put on gloves.
Hmm.
The only reasonable way I can accept that was that he was crossfaded.
Had to have been. Had to have been. I mean, I know I was pretty drunk one time. I tried to grab my chicken tendies out of the oven without gloves. That shit fucked me up so bad.
I must have been using the Braincell that night.
Had to have been. Had to have been.
So yeah, me and Kriggy had to drive him to the hospital, and instead of eating anything that night, we had Pop-Tarts out of a vending machine and waited for him to get out of the hospital.
Yeah, but what kind of Pop-Tarts?
I had a s'mores one. I think Kriggy had like a strawberry one.
Okay, respectable. I respect that. I prefer s'mores over the strawberry, but I understand the strawberry.
I like both. Worst Pop-Tart flavor I've ever had is the Funfetti ones. Those can go to hell.
They've got a weird texture to them.
They also just taste awful.
I really, really liked the Pokemon ones.
Like the newer ones or the older ones?
The older ones.
Valid.
They had the really cool Pokemon sprinkles on them, and I miss those.
Corporate America.
Nostalgia.
I don't really have any other Thanksgiving stories because, you know, when my parents divorced, I went with my mother, and, you know, the Italian side of the family did not celebrate Thanksgiving.
You know, speaking of Italian, so I actually scrolling through social medias, and I did happen to hear this family tradition, and it kind of made me feel happy about my homemade pizza tradition. So What they do the morning of Thanksgiving, what this family does, is they make lasagna.
Huh?
And they have lasagna for breakfast. As like their full breakfast meal. It's not like a breakfast lasagna. It's not like layers of sausage and eggs and whatever in between. No, it is like a full ass fucking like meaty marinara and lasagna.
I guess that's better than what I have for breakfast every morning.
What do you eat? What do you have for breakfast?
Couple peanuts and like 6 shots of vodka.
You know, I think that explains a lot about you, Sterling.
I'm going to not ask any questions about what that means.
It was probably for the best.
It will probably save me a lot of hurt.
Speaking of a lot of hurt, we're gonna have a lot of hurt feelings over our most overrated Thanksgiving Day food items.
Oh yeah. What's yours?
I'm gonna get so much hate for this, especially from my own family. I think one of the most overrated Thanksgiving Day food items are deviled fucking eggs.
Oh yeah, I agree 100%.
I cannot fucking I love don't get me wrong, I love eggs. Eggs are one of my favorite foods. I can make eggs with almost anything. I love eggs. I cannot fucking stand deviled eggs. I think they are disgusting. I think they smell funny. And I think the fact that I have members of my family that will eat a whole fucking plate filled with them and still eat their Thanksgiving Day dinner after that repulses me to no end.
It's 2 things for me. A, sensory, because I don't like the smell or the texture. And B, I just don't really like eggs.
And that's valid.
No, I usually get a lot of shit for not liking eggs.
Oh, see, no, I can understand not liking eggs. I think it's a shame, personally. But I can understand it.
I like them, but you know, I
Right,
go out of my
right.
fucking way to have an egg. Whoop de
That's
fucking
fair.
do. I'm making a fried egg. Whoop de fucking do. It's scrambled eggs. I don't care. Put it in a breakfast burrito and then we'll start talking.
Okay, respectable. See, I love breakfast burritos.
Or French toast, because you need eggs for that.
Oh, that's true.
For the batter.
I love French toast. French toast is the best.
I would say my most overrated food item for Thanksgiving is anything yam or sweet potato related.
Oh, absolutely valid.
I hate them.
I agree. I don't know why people insist on pushing that on. Why do we need 2 kinds of potatoes at Thanksgiving? Why is mashed potatoes not enough? Why do you have to add in sweet potatoes?
Mashed potatoes.
I don't understand it.
Sweet potatoes, they just don't taste good to me. That's baby food in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's like Gerber light shit. Give that to the baby, not me.
I agree.
And then yams, I just don't really fuck with yams.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought sweet potatoes and yams were like the same thing for the longest time.
I think.
Yeah, they're similar, but not the same.
Yeah, I think yams, potatoes, sweet potatoes, and a bunch of other
I think it's like a cauliflower and broccoli sort of thing,
yeah,
you know?
Same family, different things, but I like cauliflower and broccoli.
I like both as well. I do. Depends on how it's done. But I do.
Raw.
Same. We like it raw here.
Do we?
I mean, I do. I don't know if you do. I suppose. I guess I shouldn't. Virgin? What do you mean?
We like it raw.
Yeah, the broccoli and the cauliflower.
Hmm.
You know, or like baby carrot.
Yeah, now this is just getting personal. I think baby carrots are decently sized.
I'm just calling them what they're named. I'm not judging their size. I
it's
love
whatever.
baby.
Okay.
I love baby carrots.
So what's your most underrated food item?
So personally, and maybe this is considered maybe people think this is more valued than it is. Maybe it's just my family. But I think everybody on Thanksgiving looks forward so much to the turkey and the potatoes and the stuffing and, you know, the casseroles and all that. But honestly, I think, and I already know you're not going to agree with me now, that the pies are so fucking underrated. And I'm not talking about pumpkin pie. Everybody knows pumpkin pie. I'm talking about when grandma brings that Granny Smith apple pie, the homemade shit with her homemade caramel on top. When she cuts out the little leaves made out of the crust and it bakes on top and it just looks like art.
Fuck you and your wholesome family.
Don't even get me started on the peach or the cherry pies. Like, I feel like you never get pies really any other time of the year because once you get to Christmas, you start bringing out more of like the cookies and the fudges and,
I bet you
you
got
know,
hugs as a child.
I may have had a couple. Yes,
Must be nice.
it
Anyways,
was it
um,
was pretty nice.
um, you know,
What was your most
I don't.
underrated?
Well, on the topic of pies, I don't mind pies. I just don't like them personally. You know,
Okay,
like
okay.
I'm not very toxic with my food taste. If I just don't like something, I don't like something. And if I think someone else likes something, that's fine. Personally, like I don't like yams and sweet potatoes, as I said. They can go to hell. They can burn in the depths of the ninth ring. But if you like
Hmm.
sweet potatoes and yams, that just means more for you. You can have them.
Okay, fair enough.
It's
I
like the
respect that.
it's like the pineapple on pizza thing, because people are like, "Oh, pineapple doesn't belong on pizza." Motherfucker, pizza's a peasant's food. It was made with literally anything tossed on it back in those days. You can't tell me pineapple doesn't go on pizza. I don't like pineapple on pizza, but it doesn't mean it doesn't belong there.
Yeah, and I mean it's just an adjusted palate, and it's just like
Exactly.
how in every other countries, everyone has like their stereotypical like pepperoni pizza and whatnot, but they also have more locally inspired ones.
I'm basic. I like meat lover street.
Yeah, that's fair. I typically I either get cheese, pepperoni, or if I'm feeling extra crazy, I'll get a garlic chicken parm with bacon.
That took a weird turn.
I know.
I thought you'd be
I
like,
it's just
I thought you'd be like, and if I'm feeling crazy, I might get the pepperoni with a bit of sausage.
I mean, sometimes when we're feeling frisky, we get a little bit of that extra sausage on there. But I don't do crazy toppings and stuff on my pizzas and whatnot. So I can't judge people. I personally would not eat pineapple on pizza, but I also won't eat a lot of stuff on pizza. So to each their own, just don't expect me to have any.
Now, before we continue once again, I want to know now because I'm curious. What is the most disgusting pizza you've ever had?
Most disgusting pizza I've ever had.
Like you went over to
Like for
someone's house and they ordered a pizza and it was vile.
so at my friend's house, I had gone over for a sleepover, and she got a pizza that had onions, peppers, green olives, black olives, mushrooms, and anchovies on it.
Oh, you see, at first that was just a supreme pizza, and then they fucking added anchovies to it.
Hmm. Well, see, and like I don't fuck with supreme pizzas either, so
See, I could take or leave supreme pizza.
I couldn't stand the smell of those anchovies. I will never get like and I love seafood, but anchovies can go fuck off.
Chicken barbecue for me.
Do you not like it or
I don't like it.
huh? See, a
I
lot
think
of my family likes it, but I'm weird about barbecue, so
I think it's disgusting. It's the smell for me because of my sensory issues. So like I sniff that shit and I'm just like overloaded.
okay, that's fair. That makes sense then.
See, I can get out of any food argument if I just say it's a sensory issue because it typically is.
That's usually what it is for me too.
Guess I can finally reveal what my underrated food items are.
Okay.
I have two.
Okay,
The
let's
first
go.
one's pretty basic. It's
Mhm.
ham, if that's not a normal thing to have with Thanksgiving.
I have heard of some people having it, but I think it's mostly just the turkey. I think some people will make like a small ham
Yeah,
for the people who don't like turkey.
yeah. You see, I don't
But
mind
yeah.
turkey, but I would 100% get more ham than turkey.
Okay. I feel like turkeys gets a lot of people because if the turkey is not made correctly, it's just end up getting super dry turkey and you don't want to eat it.
I experienced time dilation one Thanksgiving.
How so?
I don't know how I did it, but I ate like a lot of ham and a lot of turkey, and I don't know what happened, and I probably should have gone to the hospital, but everything was moving much slower than I was.
Yeah, I think that was like the onset of a food coma.
I think so, but like I wasn't tired.
Huh.
Like minutes felt like hours for me. I was getting visibly annoyed with how long it was taking to become the next hour. And then I took a
Are you
3
sure
hour.
you're not a time traveler?
I'm not, to my knowledge. I took a 3 hour phone call that felt like 30 seconds. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened that
I
night,
think.
and I haven't been able to recreate it.
Hmm.
I
You
think
sure you didn't have shrooms or something?
I don't know. I got the food from a Baptist family, so it could have been laced.
It could have been.
The blood of Christ could have been inside it for all I know.
That is true. That is true. Did we have any submissions for the overrated, underrated foods?
We did. But yeah, my other underrated thing, stuffing. I don't know how people feel about stuffing.
Mm-hmm.
So, Venus Way says that her most overrated food item is cranberry sauce.
Okay, I respect that. Honestly, we don't have cranberry sauce at my Thanksgivings.
Yeah, never really had it in mine either. A few times we did, it looked gross.
Right, it's like this weird like Jello thing from a can. I
Yeah.
don't fuck with that.
Like, I mean, I guess it would look better if someone like homemade it, but I just seen people get it out of the can and call it good.
Yeah,
So I rate that as pretty valid.
yeah, I respect that. Good opinion. We love Venus's opinion.
Victoria Wolf said her favorite underrated food is her dad. No, I'm just kidding. It's creamed corn.
As most underrated or overrated?
Underrated.
Oh. See, I used to love cream corn as a kid. I don't know what it is now. I can't eat it to save my life.
I gotta kind of look up what creamed corn is. I know what it is, but I want to make sure I'm thinking the right thing.
It's very creamy corn.
Like with butter?
Well, I mean, you put butter on all corn, I think, but
I don't know. Has anything of what I said tonight make you think I'm like knowledgeable on Thanksgiving?
no. But like creamed corn, you could just buy at the store. So I'm guessing you've just never had creamed corn.
I've had creamed corn. I just don't remember it very vividly.
It's. I don't know how else to describe it to you. It's just creamy corn. I mean,
Like, what's the cream? Is it just butter? Like, what's the cream?
it's just like mushed up corn,
Oh,
basically.
so baby food.
Practically, yeah. That's why I can't eat it.
must have just been so underwhelming that I never had it again.
I mean, it's been so long since I've had it, but like I imagine it as like an applesauce consistency, but corn. And it's got like chunks of corn and stuff in it.
Oh, I'm gonna throw hands with Anonymous.
Why? What did Anonymous say?
They opened it up with stuffing is overrated.
Okay. Okay.
Some bullshit. It's great. Anyways, they say if there's turkey, I just want turkey. Also, the sauces are good, like gravy and cranberry sauce, but stuffing kind of ruins the mood, low key. Did a child write this?
What?
Did a child write this? Motherfuckers gonna come out and be like, oh, glazed yams. Now that's a good dessert item. Fuck yourself, Anonymous.
Look, listen, nah, I love this Anonymous. Anonymous, I hope you comment more, please. You're bringing out the spicy side of Sterling here.
I hope you fall down a well and Lassie doesn't come to save you.
Damn.
You can stay down there with your cranberry sauce and your fucking hatred of stuffing. It's just bread. It's just bread with vegetables cooked in. How can you hate gluten?
Maybe they have a gluten allergy.
Well, then they're inferior.
Don't you have a dairy problem?
Shut up. I still eat dairy, don't I?
You do. You do.
I would like to apologize for my former comments. I just got a little, got a little,
little heated. Yeah, yeah.
You're not inferior if you have a gluten allergy. You can't help it. It just sucks to suck. More bread for me.
And we're thankful for that.
Thankful you can't eat gluten.
Anyway, so
Fuck anonymous.
well, we got a few more days. Thanksgiving, by the time this airs, will be tomorrow.
Yeah.
So
I'm not sleeping tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna sleep, to be honest. But don't worry about that because we only have one brain cell, so it only needs to rest so often. And
got any Thanksgiving plans?
Not really. Just trying to survive the family, to be honest.
I think my uncle is throwing something together on the weekend.
Yeah. Just like a Friendsgiving kind of thing or like a full Thanksgiving.
I don't know, I haven't asked Ray. If it doesn't happen, I'm just gonna get drunk.
Listen, that's all we can do. I'm probably gonna also get very drunk.
Get drunk and just keep repeating Hotel California to myself.
What a better way to spend the holiday.
There will be tears.
Starla, I'm getting the feeling there's always tears at your holidays.
They get very lonely. Kind of like a dark desert highway. But there's no cool wind in my hair.
Uh-huh.
Or any warm smell of colitas in the air.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we don't get sued when Starling starts to sing the song.
I didn't sing anything. I was just talking about how I felt.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I think that's it. I think we could wish everybody a good, happy, safe holiday if you're celebrating. If you're not celebrating, I guess enjoy your Thursday off.
Unless you
if you don't have Thursday off, then well, enjoy your regular ass day.
You know what I have to say to that? All the officers, all the restaurant workers, all the EMS. Just day drink if you have to work, honestly. Who's gonna stop you? Who's gonna stop you? Just keep a flask in your jacket. You'll be fine.
You can't tell people that. Don't listen. You can drink when you're not on shift or driving.
Wink.
No.
Wink, wink.
We, two bitches, one brain cell, and Weasel are not responsible for anything that happens if you do listen to our advice on this show.
My lawyer is advising me to say everything I'm saying is a joke. So we'll go with that. And if it is a joke, then drink, we're just joking around, just joshing.
Just joshing indeed.
I should start a flask business. That's very on brand for me, actually.
I think it is. I think it is.
Flask company. Did I just unlock a new dream I didn't know I wanted until just now?
I think you did. And that's what we're here about. You want to jot that down so you don't forget.
Yeah. Genuinely writing that down. Let's go to the list of ideas for when I have money.
Good. Beautiful. All right. Unless you have anything else to add, I think that probably about wraps us up here. This podcast should be out on Wednesday. Give us about 2 weeks. That's going to be The 7th of December.
Oh, I'm not available that day.
You're not available. Well, no, that's just the day
Oh,
that
that's
it's.
right.
It released. We pre-record these.
We do. Sorry, I thought we did it live. Should I tell the people in the live audience to go
You
home?
should. Yeah, you should probably tell them to go home that day.
All right, just a moment.
Um.
We're not paying you. The door's over there.
Cue the sad audience sound.
Just a gerbil. His name's Henry.
But yeah, so the next show will be out on Wednesday, December 7th. That's when you can catch us next.
That's my birthday.
It is your birthday, so we will have to bring up some birthday stuff on the show.
It's not.
Oh, okay, or not. That's fine. Yeah, no, it's cool. It's just December 7th, which is a day that will live in infamy, and not because it's Sterling's birthday.
Well,
But I mean, possibly. But
speaking of national tragedies, thank you all for watching this first episode of Two Bitches, One Braincell.
and we will catch you guys next time for sure.
Adios.